All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. The links right down in the video description is in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join, even if you don't. I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General strictly for the brothers. It's an amazing, amazing course. You can click the link right over there in the chat, get that preview. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream, where the brothers meet once a week discussing very important, powerful, vital information pertinent to our growth and development. Check it out, family. Check it out and become a brother, become a member today. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies. That's right. We got everything. We got home decor, accessories for every room in the house. Got something for your family. Know you're going to like and love. Check out that catalog. That's right. Check out that catalog. Get you something nice. Get a discount. Shop and save and shop. All right. And to all the family out there, you know the General got the pop in his page on Patreon. Get over there and get that work. We dropped that the Abbott dose jump off. That's right. It's over there right now, man. We got some powerful information on that video. I don't want you to let it go by. Not at all. Matter of fact, let me get it up in there with that Abbott dose. What Abbott dose? It was in there. I don't know where it then went. Maybe I might have moved it off. I've been putting some new slides in there, but it's in there, family. Matter of fact, I tell you what. I bet you I got in here on this layout. Yeah, I want to put it in there so y'all see it. Is it in there? I moved it. There it is right there. Bingo. There it is right there. The seven sanctuaries of Abydos, the spiritual stargates to the what's the constellations of chaos. That's right. So we want you to get over there and get that work. And to all the family out there, donate to the General. Thank you. Appreciate you. Those would like to donate. The link is in the chat. Also, make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, is the Bible a black history book? You see, we talking about this today. And why am I doing this? A lot of people say, Seti, what's going, what you doing, Seti? Seti is leaving bridges up to get all the family across the bridge. You see? And the reality is that a lot of the information is right and exact. I'm going to just be real. Man, the Bible is more correct in certain areas than some of you niggas in these fabricated mythologies you talking about today. You see what I'm saying? That's just like back in the day, you know, back when we talk about our ancestors came out the South and, you know, and this, that, and the third, and motherfuckers, you know, wanted to look down on that. You know, when niggas start moving into the cities and shit, they wanted to look down on on our family from the South. That was looked at as being backwards and shit and this, that, and the third. But the reality is our peoples in the South have more knowledge of how to sustain themselves than niggas today. So, you know, they didn't move so far. Most niggas in these fabricated mythologies then totally moved away from Africa. And the Bible at least give much clarity on that than what the fuck niggas talking about today. So shit, I mean, in today's weak and wicked-minded niggas of today, yes, the Bible stands out, you know, because It got some and basically for me is geography, you know, and the nations and shit, and the geography and how the lineages, you know, the African lineage and the nations that they attribute to the African nations is right in motherfucking exact. It is. And ain't no goddamn doubt about it. Now the stories again is mythology, and we can sidestep that to get the meat. Motherfucker don't eat the fat. Niggas eat the meat. Okay, so cut the fat off. You get to the meat. You see, that's what it's about. Nah, I got some. Let's go and put this on up here. Let's go to work. You feel me? We got up here what they call the Fertile Crescent. You see, and this is very key because we went over that yesterday, and we'll go over it today, where all these areas, and they could have just colored the Arabia in too, because that whole landmass, as far as the nations that had been established in them areas, were all established by the Hamitic, which is the Kemetic nations of the Bible under Ham, which is the patriarch, which is also Kam, and we went over that, but we'll go over it again. And we'll go over Nimrod being the father of Mesopotamia, where these individuals that, you know, the so-called Israelites, the so-called Hebrews coming out of these areas. But the nations is established by Kushite Ethiopian people, okay? They're established, matter of fact, I should have had that, and maybe I can get it. I might can get it. Wait a minute, I might can get it real quick because that's what we need. Do I got the one on Sudan? Yeah, right there. There it is. I might need to get that. Let me go and take a snap of that. I might as well go and snap that and get that on in there. Yeah. Might as well go and get that one too. Yeah, I might as well go and get both of them. You feel me? Yeah. But anyway. So we understand you ain't gonna get that nowhere on the goddamn planet. If you go into the white man academia, he gonna lie about it and say all of them is different races. That's what he gonna say. He gonna say the Nubians is different than the Egyptians. He gonna say the Mesopotamians got no connection to the Nile Valley, which the Bible clearly gives that information, and which is right in fucking exact. We got to quit overstepping our boundaries of intelligence. You see what I'm saying? We got to stop overstepping our boundaries of intelligence. You see, there's clearly some information that need to be, but that's with any goddamn book. That's with any goddamn book. You can't read no goddamn book all the way through and not have some subjectivity with the information that you read. You see, that's just all it is to it. And you goddamn it, you a flunky for any motherfucker. Just might as well just sign you up, you know, and get you on the membership plan so you can start kicking out some of that money. Cause you a zealot. You know what I'm saying? You wanna believe some shit hook, line, and fucking sinker. You all in. So you got to wake up out of this shit and know that is in anything, it's about reading it and getting the truth out of it and put that shit back up on the shelf and go and get it. And I hold it, you know, as a reference book, no different than any other goddamn book. I got thousands of goddamn books, and there be some truth in them. It be some fucking lies in them too. You know, it be some truth in them, and I take the truth and I keep the lie too. So when they get ready to run that bullshit down, I put it, you know, we got the documentation on what they said, you know, and it could be used against your ass at a later date if need be, you know. And so, yeah, let me get some of this in here. Matter of fact, let me go on and make this a PDF so I can get this on in here. So, having to break this shit down for the family, that Ethiopia in the Bible is Nubia. Okay, it's not the Ethiopia of the day. It's not the Ethiopia of the day. The Ethiopia of the day is the modern Ethiopia. It was Abyssinia first. And then they changed it to to Ethiopia. The Ethiopia of the ancients is Nubia, Sudan. Okay, and that's clear. Now we understand that Ethiopia today is still, is still a sacred land, and just as sacred as any other land on the Nile. So we got to state that. We got to state that. But nevertheless, we got to be clear because we got some insiders over there today, and they want to act like they the originals when they not. Some of them motherfuckers is mixed up. They on the side of their Arab daddy. And so we had to be clear about that. We can't let them have, because they ready to run and lie just like them damn Arabs. They ready to lie for their Arab daddy. And so we can't let them steal our history for their Arab daddy. That's just all it is to it. You see, that's why I don't hold no goddamn punches on nothing. It's just if it hurt, motherfucker, it was supposed to hurt. All right, let's get this up in here. Let's get this up in here. So we can make it clear. You see? Let me see that. I'll be putting so many in here. This motherfucker be ready to shut down on my ass. Like, goddamn, I'll be breaking computers. I'll be packing so much motherfucking knowledge on these motherfuckers. I'm gonna have to get me 2-3 at a time. Okay, that one in there. Let me get this other one. Let me go and put that one up in there. And then let me get this other one in here too. Hold on, family. Let me go and get this other one in here too. I'm gonna just drop them up on the screen now. Okay. Okay. Now you see right there. Now this coming out the Commons dictionary of the Bible for anybody that want to know it. It comes straight out of one of them Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. That's the only place I'm gonna get it from because I know you niggas. You ain't gonna accept it. You will, but some of you niggas got the toasters and shit. I had to come like that. So when we talk about where's the land of Kush, and so because it says Nimrod was the father of Kush, ain't that what it said? Matter of fact, where that at? Let me go on straight to that one first. Let me go to that one first. Unless it's still in here. Let me see. No, that ain't the one. I might have pushed them motherfuckers out. They probably only give me so many to put in here, and I just be piling them motherfuckers in. Straight up. This motherfucker be crying like, God damn, how many of these motherfuckers you gonna put in here? Okay, well, I probably didn't stack them all in there. That's the only one I could think. It ain't letting me get no more in there. So that's all right. But anyway, it talks about that Kush begot Nimrod, who was the father of Mesopotamia. And so when we go in here, we see the name of Kush was derived from Egypt. Okay, and you see Kosh. So Kush is also Kosh, is also Kish, Kish. You see, these is variations of the word Kush, and you use the K, you can use the CHAM as far as charm, you can use it as far as harm, you can use the CH, and so you got to understand a lot of this is interchangeable. So when it talks about Kush, it says the name of Kush was derived from Egypt. To the Egyptians, Kash denoted the district south of the first cataract, inhabited for the most part by races of a Nubian origin. That's what it said. Of a Nubian origin. So not, so understand that the ancient Ethiopia is Kush. So now when you say that Kush begot Nimrod, if you say it, Nubia begot Nimrod, it'll bring a whole lot more clarity. See, because people see today they want to, because it is some that what they quote unquote call the Asiatic Kush, and but those are the children of the African Kush. Okay, and we clarified that yesterday also. We clarified that yesterday when it showed that Ta'aka was the king of Kush, right there in the Bible, so we know which one they talking about. Okay, Cash was the listen, Cash was the Ethiopia of the classical geographicals. Okay, and in the tablets of Tel El Armana, it is called Kasi. Oh, see, Ka Kasi. In the later in Syrian inscriptions, the name is written Kusi, and it is in this form of the name which we find in the Old Testament. In the old, and then they go in the Old Testament. However, the name has a wider signification than it had either in Egypt or in Assyria. It embraces not only the African cache of the Egyptian monuments, but also the southern coast of Arabia. See, so it even talks about the southern coast of Arabia. So all of that, which we didn't already, which we just showed here, is under the rulership of the Kushite, the Nubian, Egypto-Nubian race. Okay, the Egypto-Nubian race. This is very clear. And when they talk about the southern coast of Arabia, and you see right there, Arabia Felix, this was under the rulership also of the Africans, up under the Ethiopian, up under the Nubian, even before modern Ethiopia. All of that was already under the rulership of the Nile Valley, even before the modern Ethiopia you see today. Okay, just let's be clear about it. What you see in Ethiopia, that was under the sway of the Nile Valley culture, just like any other part of Africa. You did not see no Sheba or no Solomon or none of that was in that area at that time. That's much thousands of years later that you see that, come into the land. So and so Arabia, Felix, but all of the whole goddamn peninsula, including, when I showed you the Zagros Mountains. Do I still got that one in there? If not, I'll put it in there at another time. So we talking about the Ethiopia lying south of Egypt, corresponding to what is now called the Sudan. Now, this is in the biblical dictionary now. So you see up there at the top where it say Hebrew, the word for Hebrew, Ethiopia in Hebrew is Kush. That's what it is, Kush. What does it mean? Country of burnt faces. So they right there is letting you know, even there in the Bible, that Kush corresponds to country of burnt faces. So when it says that Nimrod, matter of fact, where that at? I had that in there. I don't know why. I think they didn't pushed it out. I think I got so many men there that they saying, Sadie, you tearing our fucking computers up in this motherfucker, and you got to stop it, Sadie. You piling too much motherfucking information on this goddamn computer, dog. You piling too much goddamn information on this fucking computer. I ain't gonna stop. I got something for you. I'm gonna put it right in here, so I'm gonna make it make sense for y'all. That's why, you can't even get niggas today. Niggas say they this, they that. They so far away from nigga, goddamn it, to the goddamn Bible was like a goddamn one of the premier books. Shit, to give you some geography, if nothing else, the goddamn geography. Yeah, if nothing else, the goddamn geography and some of the lineage. Okay, here we go. I can put this on in. Let me share it. Where we at? That's right. The Middle East. The Middle East is Kush, Sheba, Mesopotamia, all of that. That's Kush. Yes, indeed. You hit that right on the head, family. You hit that right on the head. We about to get right back, and we gonna share this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, we in the house. We in the house. So let me. So we could get in here. Let me get in the house. And then we're going to move to the next one. We're going to come back. So it say, right, where is that? So you see right there, it say Genesis 10:6. It say the sons of Ham, Kush, which we done just read is burnt face. It is synonymous with Ethiopia, which means, and Ham also burnt face. So what the fuck you think Egypt, Pun, and Canaan is? Okay, if Ham is burnt, and we just read that, that's what it meant, which is Kam, which is Kim, and Kush, which is also burnt, which we just read right there in the biblical dictionary. And so what you think Egypt, Pun, and Egypt was called the land of Ham. And we didn't already did the knowledge on that Ham means black. So that means that in the Bible, they acknowledge that Egypt was black. That's powerful. We need that. You see, but a lot of us ain't mastered the book enough to where they can control that without falling into the other shit. You see, you got to master the whole book. Now, I advise you to just go in with geography in this one little lineage, which is all powerful. You feel me? And it says right there, Genesis 10:8, it says Kush, which is Nubia, which is what? Which is the Sudan. Ain't that what it says? Sudan. You might as well put Sudan in there. Say Sudan fathered Nimrod. He was the first on earth to be a mighty man. See how that changed shit? If you just put that in Sudan fathered Nimrod, who was the father of Mesopotamia, that changed a whole lot of shit. You get a whole lot of understanding and a whole lot of clarity. So when we talk about Abraham come out of Ur Chaldea, which is a land that is populated and established by Nubians out of Kush on the Nile, in the Nile Valley, that changed a whole lot of shit. And maybe that's why they named him Abraham, which is a derivative of Egypt, right? They named him Abraham is because of this. They knew that everything that it took to make this book came out of the sciences of Egypt and ancient Kush. That's right, family. We're gonna move on to the next video. We're gonna stop. We're gonna start off where we stop. You understand? And we're gonna keep this fire moving. We're gonna add some more things to. If you're up, come on and rock with me. That's right. Kush is the oldest. True indeed. True indeed. That's heavy mental right there. Come on back and let's spark this up some more, family. Hit that link. Get over there to get over there to the Patreon. We got the 7 sanctuaries of the Abydos temple up there, the spiritual stargates to the constellations of chaos. This is a powerful, powerful temple. If you don't know about this temple, it's time for you to peep game, because this is one of the most powerful temples on all the planet Earth. You see, it very well may be one, two. It's either one or two. So you better get in the house and get this science, family. Guaranteed to grow. This is General Cyrus Seti. I'll be right black. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.